yields back. Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Kentucky for questions.
I thank you. I'll be kind of short here. Gentleman from Maryland talked about the number of IRS employees going down and the amount of money they manage going up. We had 2,000 IRS employees eliminated. Their jobs were eliminated in my district. And in some sense, we were sad to see those go, but then I realized why they were eliminated. They worked in a 23-acre complex, a flat-top, single-story building that took up 23 acres of Covington, Kentucky. Now, why did they build the building as one story? Because they were pushing paper carts with tax returns on them for 50 years. And there was something called the computer that was invented. And people started doing their taxes on a computer. They would print them out and mail them, but they would still have to enter in all of that stuff manually. And then something else came along called the internet, where you didn't have to make a manual copy of your tax form. You could send it from your computer to the IRS's computer. And something amazing happened. We didn't need 2,000 jobs in my district. We didn't need a 23-acre complex with a single-story building. And that's where 2,000 of those jobs went. And those employees, I'm sure, are doing something more productive now than pushing paper around. But I think that's just something that we miss when we talk about, well, we've got fewer people managing more money. That's what computers allow you to do. And also on enforcement. The enforcement gets a little bit easier. It's kind of hard to track a paper trail sometimes, but when it's all on computers, as many of us learned the hard way with social media, it never goes away. And it's a lot easier to track. But that was the only point that I wanted to make, that we can cut, and we can cut at the IRS, and we can do things more efficiently, and that's what's happened in my district. And I yield back.
Would the gentleman yield?
I would yield to the gentlewoman from New Mexico.
So I think that those are really great points. I guess what my concern is that when I look at this bill, it also cuts modernization. And so because we do need to move to those places where it is more modern, where it is more secure, that would be one of my concerns, is that we are not modernizing, and we need to modernize, including making sure that, you know, regular taxpayer can file their taxes for free. So that, I think that's a good point, except for it's missing that we're cutting the modernization money.
And that's a good point, too, but computers have gotten cheaper as well. So I yield back.